the doctor all the time. Yeah. So about the customer relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on, keep thinking. You can present to the next workshop. Let's go to the revenue stream.
Like I just like we for the interest with the rest of our business model, and we raise interest with video that provide the medical knowledge and advantage service for partner business. Yeah, the course maybe it will take 1 year for review all this and
Good.
have the money to invite the doctor in this video. Yes, for the key resources. In here I will have YDS student pharmacy medical employees, channels, Facebook, website, do some video and customer relationship review. Do with the hospital, some pharmacy store, and revenue stream and have profits and the profits after my customer do the service and the partner. So yeah, maybe I will for more channel I will do in Instagram and YouTube, but it maybe for a long time because in Facebook and website. So like how my customer reach my video because I watch short video for on Facebook and check how many people interested in and share on the social media, the fan base or the fan base, something like that. And almost group for student, and maybe in that I will share for knowledge for the student who want to be my partner. So about the team. Okay. So I will make video about the partner, like advertises for them, and work with the doctor to help. Sometimes when the doctor will be my partnership, I will have the doctor make all the video to medication knowledge and connect the use hospital to do the apply the rank for the community. So yeah, I'm still thinking about revenue. How to say that? Or maybe I'm still thinking about it maybe next time.
Okay.
And because I'm just thinking about 5 or 10% for both case that my customer give the service of my partner. I will have 5 or 10%
Commission on top of it. Think about more streams. Like I said, think about 3 core streams and 2 support streams. Remember last time I mentioned? 3 core revenue streams, core and 2 support. And if you can design that 3 and 3 core revenue stream and 2 support stream, you are never gonna fail. If you have 3, if you can really design 3 core stream and 2 support revenue stream in your project, you will never fail. Because end of the day, what is the biggest important skill of an entrepreneur? What is that? What is the biggest skill of an entrepreneur? Okay? Sustainability, okay. Any idea? You don't want to say anything? What is the biggest skill of an entrepreneur? Earns money. Anything else? Sustainability. Teamwork. Okay? Okay, so how can you sustain? When you have revenue, correct? When you have revenue, you can sustain. The teamwork will stay when there is a revenue. If no revenue, everybody will run away. Because no money is and no benefits is always become a big issue for any startup projects. So I will tell this one. The biggest skill of an entrepreneur is about sales. We ran out. So you really need to focus on this one. Anyway, thank you to me to give that a clap. Yeah. All right. So now we'll dive into the workshop number 2's content. Today's our main content is about engagement. Right. So let me just fix it a bit. Yeah, it's good. It's going to be about engagement, right? So I'm going to write it down because this is something going to be a key player of your every decision. Because today our workshop discussion is all about this engagement. And I'm going to tell you this engagement is so key for your sustainability of your project. You said sustainability, right? I agree. Sustainability is the most important one of your project. If it's not sustained, it's dead. But you cannot go to even start on no game. It's already dead. So today, we talk about the engagement. Before I go to the engagement, I want to hear what do you understand about engagement? What do you think about engagement? What is engagement?
Commitment.
Commitment. What is engagement? What is engagement to you?
I think engagement is you are really in the project and in the like you
Commitment inside the project?
It's not commitment. 100% you are in the project.
Okay. You don't understand one. Focus. Okay. What do you think? Metaphor. Right. Cool. That's good. It's that what you guys just say that these are a part of engagement. Engagement is actually much more bigger than that. And I will tell you that. Engagement is a relationship. It's a relationship between these three. It's you, your project, and anybody others. It's a relation between these two. You and your projects and anybody others means who, what? Means world minus one, which is you. Understand? You, relationship with project, others means everybody of the world except you. That means others. Okay? Clear? So everybody except you is the others. So you see now, so let's say how many people in the world right now? Let's make it just go quick Google. How many people in the world now, 2019? Yeah, 7.7 billion, right? So that means it's basically 7.7 billion minus 1. Now you see the thing, what is engagement, right? Because this is the key of every possible games to move forward. Your sustainability comes from this. How strong are your relationship with your project, and how strong are your relationship with your project and the rest of others depends on your sustainability. Take a note, take this one as a note. Take this one as a note. What I just said. Your project success depends how strong is these two relationships. Relationship 1 and relationship 2. This R1 and R2 defines how powerful the R1 and R2 defines how sustainable you are going today. And I'm telling you how But I'm telling you why so far, and now I'm going to tell you how you can do it. So R1, it comes from this one, your commitment. How much is your commitment? Is R1 commitment. Alright? The R1 is all about your commitment. Right? And what is R2? R2 is all about marketing. It's all about marketing. Sorry, my terrible handwriting. It's all about the marketing. Or the bigger, let's say about, even remove this one. R3 is all about public relation. R2 is all about public relation. How strong your public relation is. And now I'm going to tell you, okay, so public relations, 7.67 billion minus 1. How can I do this? Right? So first, when it comes to your public relations, so you have to have a strategy, right? You have to have a strategy. And your strategy, first part of your strategy, you should have a focus. You have to have a focus. Focus on your customer segment, on your location. In your strategy, the focus have two things: customer and location. So that's exactly what I was telling. When it comes to strategy, you start to focus, and when you start to focus, you think about who are your customer in your location, nearby your location. Let's say if you are building something in Saigon, you focus in Saigon. Don't focus in Da Nang, don't focus in Hanoi. You'll be murdered. That means you'll be focusing with a lot of because your resource, because to do this public relations, you need resource, right? I'm going to come to that thing, how we can put the resource and how we can do the public relation with the least possible cost, because this is going to be important for you, right? Because to make the public relations as your idea, you have almost tends to zero capital right now. So I'm going to show you how you can do this one with almost very small amount of budget. Because every one of you had in your business model have marketing costs, right? You need to minimize the cost. So I'm going to tell you that today. So public relations, first you build your strategy, and as soon as you have a strategy, the first part in your strategy should be focus. So after focus, you think about who are your customer segment, and you define your location near you. It's too cold, right? Let me pull this on. Yesterday was a bit hot, today it's more cold. I also feel cold. Okay, this is clear? Super. So when it comes to public relations, strategy, focus, customer, and location. So I already talked about strategy, so I'm going to delete this part again. So you have your strategy. So when you want to do, you already focused already, and you find your location, all right? You already find your location, and you already find your customer. So now how you can reach to them, correct? So you already have the location, you know it. You already know your customer segment. So let me put location, and you put your customer. By the way, I want to be a little more clear here, so to make sure that in the beginning, everyone is your customer. Why? Even your partner is your customer. Because there are two types of customers. I will tell you, it's very important. When it comes to customer, is one called B2B, another one is B2C. It's very important to understand. So let's say you have a partner, you're partnering with a hospital, correct, in your business model. That's B2B, business to business relationship. Because hospital is a business. Or you're partnering with a clinic, B2B, business to business partnerships. Actually, even that partner is your customer. Why? Because they're going to share the revenue, the value with you. They're not going to do it for free, right? They're going to share the benefits. So they're your customer as well too. And how you can get your partners, so you can sell it to them, right? You have to sell the partnership to them, otherwise they will not become your partner. So when you sell something to somebody, they are your customer first. Never get that mistake, right? Never get it wrong. When somebody want to be a partner, you need to sell the partnership to them. And as soon as you sold that thing to them, they're your customer. So I think of B2B and B2C, right? So when you have done the B2B and B2C, so normally this B2B, so now we're going to talk about what is the core of every engagement with customer. The core of every engagement with the customer is called this word. What is this word? What is that? Tell me. Tell me again. Louder.
Trust.
Exactly. Every relationship you're going to build, even if you want to date a girl, or you're going to spend a few weeks with a girl, what is the core? Trust. Why are you living with your parents? Because you trust. They love you, right? They're going to take care of you. They're going to do anything good to you. You cannot live with one person even in one room, one house, even separate house, and you cannot trust. Let's say, why are you here today? In this building? Because we trust. They have a good quality, they have a good service, and they will not bother us what you're doing, and they will support us. We have a trust on them. That's why it becomes the key of everything is the trust. So all that matters, you need to build the trust. Here and here. It's everywhere is the same. You gotta build the trust. With the B2B partners. So B2B mostly they become your partners, less customer. But if you go big, then even you can become their, big, then it's still partnerships. Because they're gonna buy and share the value with you. And B2C is also about trust too. Clear? Getting the point. Okay? Go ahead, take your notes. All right, so now that as we drive to the trust, so now we'll be talking about how can you build it, right? How can you build the trust? Oh my God, this is so important. How can you build it? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the next 30 minutes how you can build a trust. And I'm going to do an exercise with you, and that will solve everything. This is the key of everything. Because look, you want to sell the customer B2B, trust. B2C, trust. Again, not finished yet. You want to have your teammates, trust. You want to hire somebody to be your employee. They want trust. They trust that you're going to pay them end of the month, otherwise they will not become an employee, right? Simple. So even your teammates, your staff, they need to have a trust in you. Even your co-founder have to have trust in you, so they will become your thing. The same, you need to trust on that person as well too. Let's say you'll never hire a teammate who you don't trust. The same, you'll never hire staff who you don't trust as well. You'll never have a co-founder with you who you never trust. Like she just said that. I got a co-founder, I think she's my best friend. Look at this. That's called trust. But it always doesn't mean that your co-founder have to be your best friend. I mean, it could be outside people too. But as long as you have the trust, you can bring them on board. Alright? So let's get it. Now it's getting ready. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to have a killer, fantastic discussions to talk about how we can build a trust. Right? So I'm gonna delete this thing. So now I'm gonna go back to it. The core of engagement is the trust. The core of engagement is the trust. The core of engagement is the trust. Take a note. The core of engagement is the trust. If you want to build the engagement, build the trust. I mean, why you do the engagement? Because you want to build the trust. The core of engagement is the trust. You are doing the engagement because you want to build the trust. As simple as it. The objective of every engagement is to build the trust. The objective of engagement is to build the trust. Put it on. If you don't have the trust, you have nothing. If you don't have the trust, your project is not going to go anywhere. Simple. You don't have the trust, you don't have the customer, you don't have the partner, you don't have the co-founder, you don't have the staff, you have nothing. You don't have investors as well to fund you. Right? So all your focus is about building trust. How you can do it? So I'm going to tell you this thing. So when you want to build a trust, there are some, when you want to build a trust, there are some key actions. There are many things you can do to build a trust. But before I start saying it, I want to hear, what do you think? What are you going to do to build a trust? Yeah.
Show your abilities that make at least
Run out of thing, right? You can actually which you're not using, so let you can use that. Yes, yeah, you can use it here. To like push it to. You can take it, come out that side. You can put it that side. So, ability, right? You want to show the ability to go bring trust. What do you think? Okay. What do you think? Okay. What do you think? What is going to be help you to build the trust?
I think we do all the things we say. For example, I say I will do do something and then I do that. So people can trust my
Okay? Align to what I say, I do it. Alright. Show the ability. I think this is good discussion gonna happen. So So ability or perform. Perform. That means what you say, you do it. You perform it. I'm gonna write down and I'm gonna do this for you. Consider it done. You create trust. Consider it done. So ability, perform. Okay, good. Anything else you want to add, Lon? Right time. About this one, I have a topic. I have a slide I want to show and talk to you because I sent you the image in the Slack about something, a research actually. That's a survey they have done about percentage of that, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that later. And we brought it up. Thank you. I put it on there. So what do you want to build? So now, what you have done here, it's like trust, this one and this one. What you just said, this one like one level down, then other. There is another layer is here. That's why I wrote it down here. There's a one key layer is you missed out, which is more macro. This is more micro. So this is a subset of that macro. So what is the macro? I'm going to tell you. The macro is the PR, public relations. Your strategy for doing the public relations. So how do you do the PR? So when it comes to the PR, there's many channels of doing this one. Let's say how you do the PR. Go on.
By direct contact with them.
Talking to the people. Talking. Alright. Okay. Want to say anything else? Talking directly in. Helping. They're helping people. Okay. Okay.
Show thing on social media.
Anything else? Okay, so let me help you out. So talking directly is a great option. Helping DM, and we also have a offline event. Offline event as well. So you're making it because I see in your business plan already. Digital marketing. You can ask me, of course. I know I had a short space. I just do DM. DM is a confusing word, I know. Offline events. So talking directly, helping DM. So let's say when I'm talking about the trust, you want to build a trust with B2B, B2C, staff. And then you also have the co-founders, all the people here. This is the biggest mistake. Often 90% entrepreneur I have seen, they do that. Then when they want to build a trust, they just only wanted to focus on these two. They follow these two. Even a lot more bigger organization who have like a few hundred employees, they still have in their company, but they still focus on these two and they don't do these two. Because they think that this one bring money directly, but this one has a big impact of bringing more, but you cannot see it because it's intangible value. So they don't see the tangible, they don't see the intangible value. They just focus on tangible value, which they can count immediately. So it's like a short term, and this is like a mid-term and long-term game. And they focus only the short term and forget the long term. So I don't want you never make the mistake, that thing. I want to push you with all my energy and tell you that never ever do that mistake. Focus on all of them. Even you don't have fun, you know that you don't have fun, you focus all of them, but you always should remember that as soon as I have the fun, I will do it. I'm going to focus on all of them for this one thing. But it's not about only fun. It's about, I will tell you, in your life, you figure out that when you're in a project, it's oh, maybe I don't have fun. But actually, it's not about fun. It's about your mindset, your vision. It's about your mindset and vision to focus all of that. And how and why, I'm going to explain. I'm here all the day on all this workshop. Oh, not all the day. We're going to wrap up by 12:30. I don't want to kill you without the lunch. We're going to wrap up by 12:30, but I'm going to focus and give it to you today. So when it comes to this one, different type of thing have a different kind of strength. This has the strength, this has the strength, this has the strength, and this has the strength. Like, these are like medicine for different disease. Right? Exactly. It's like a disease of different disease, different medicine of different disease. You can take a Panadol for every possible diseases, but it has probably worked best in the headache, fever. But if the fever coming for another reason, you have a contamination, if you have a cancer, or if you have something in another disease, the Panadol can reduce the fever, but it doesn't solve the problem, right? So you need to have a better medicine. So exactly, so when it comes to this one, so this is the thing you take notes. Talking directly is amazing for staff and B2B and co-founders. These are your medicine for this thing. Talking directly is medicine of this two. B2B, partners, co-founder and staff. Take notes this one. Never miss this one. Never get it wrong after this. Helping people could be a staff. Helping people, you should be focusing on helping your staffs all the time. Co-founder as well too. Yeah, staff and co-founder. These are your main focus. I was doing a research. I asked around 50 to 75 CEOs of different companies, and I'm asking them, what is most important to you? You know what? 80% of them, 80 to 90, and almost 90% of them told that customer is the most important to me. My business case, my revenue, my growth, my sustainability is most important to me. They are so wrong because they have forgot the more important thing is the team, the staffs. They are the most important because a CEO, how many times do you meet your customer? 1 time, 2 times a year. But who do you meet every day? The staff. So again, let's get it fixed. Your project maybe will go down or go bigger, whatever it happens, but never get this wrong. You're helping him to be